Yes, you guys, welcome back. In 24 hours time, we have the biggest game in the last 10 years ahead of us against Man City in the Champions League final. Today, there's going to be a ton of match preview content coming out, but for today's video, I'm going to break down and go through the predicted 11 that I think is the best 11 to beat Man City and lift the Champions League for this season. It's a lineup that I believe in, it's a lineup that I think you guys could believe in as well, and I think this is a proactive team that is ready to take the game to Man City and lift glory tomorrow. I hope you guys do enjoy. Today, smash that like button. We need all the good luck we can get today. I'm going to be super ambitious and I'm going to go for 4,000 likes. 4,000 likes, you guys. If you think we're winning the Champions League, if you have belief in the team, it's time to show us some action right now. And without wasting any more time, we start with the first outfield player, and naturally that's going to be Edouard Mendy. Now, without a doubt, he has been the best goalkeeper in the Champions League this season, and I say that with my chest, yeah? He's been an unbelievable big game player for us, having a standout game over 2 legs against Real Madrid. In those games, he proved to me why he should be our long-term goalkeeper, because this is a goalkeeper that you can lift trophies with and win titles with too. He has an incredible clean sheet record, 24 clean sheets in one season. Let's hope tomorrow he can make that 25. He has demonstrated elite concentration. The few rare times that he does get tested in goal, he comes up top every single time. And on top of that, his technique as a goalkeeper is criminally underrated. His build-up play is excellent. He is so composed playing out from the back with his first time passes, and of course his excellent switch balls to find the wing backs down either flank. Now, some people are wondering, Nini, would you have Kepa subbed on to replace Mendy for penalties? For me, that's a loser move. I'm not doing that. I believe in Mendy, and as he proved last time against Man City, he saved the Sergio Aguero penalty, and for me, this is a goalkeeper for the occasion that can definitely handle it and help the team out. So for me, he's a guaranteed starter in the game tomorrow. And now we move on to the back three, starting with Azpilicueta down that right hand side. Now it's no surprise that Azpi and Tuchel have an incredible relationship together. Azpi is Tuchel's leader. For me, I have to see Azpi playing as a right centre back in tomorrow's game. I understand that he could possibly play as a wing back. However, for me, we have to be proactive. We have to set the agenda. We have to show some agency. For me, this is where I would use Azpilicueta. Playing as a right-sided centre-back, for me, he absolutely excels in this role. You see it all the time with his excellent interceptions. He provides amazing cover and support to Reece James. I feel like they have an incredible understanding. And for me, one thing that is crucial about his game is that he knows when to step up, leave his position to close an opponent down. Against Man City in particular, with Foden playing down that flank potentially, we need to prevent the counter-attacks and the attacks from coming in the first place, and this is where Azpi, with his well-timed interceptions, his well-timed advances into the final third, and of course, from a build-up phase perspective as well, he is also able to step up to create those overloads down the flanks to help us play through Man City and of course create openings down the flanks. For me, I simply have to see Azpi playing as a right-sided centre-back. Now, we move on to one of our signings of the season. This player is criminally underrated this season, not spoken about enough for baffling reasons, and of course that is Thiago Silva. For me, he easily walks in Man City's defence, and he is one of the most reliable last man defenders any team would want. His high tackle success rate sums this up, you guys. Thiago gives us that platform for the build-up phase. He plays world-class passes between the lines, and for me, that added composure that he has for the team, that's going to be crucial in the game against Man City, as he can help relieve pressure from the team and instigate another attack to kickstart the build-up phase. For me, he gets utter respect from his defensive partners alongside him. He's incredibly vocal. He commands that back line, and communication is going to be key tomorrow, you guys, because potentially we're playing against a false nine Kevin De Bruyne, and for me, this is where Thiago Silva is going to excel, stand out, communicate with the team, pick up De Bruyne's positions, and keep our defensive shape compact as a team. And to complete the back three, of course, we're speaking about our most informed player this season in Antonio Rudiger. What a turnaround, what a player, what a leader, what a presence. He is an automatic first team starter. His discipline has been at an unreal level. He rarely gives away fouls. He rarely gives away cards. He has that telepathic understanding with Ben Chilwell down that left-hand side, and that's going to be key against Man City. Why? Well, because we can't allow them to create those overloads down our flanks, to create spaces between the lines, and for me, this is where the synergy that we see from Rudiger, Ben, that is going to play a massive part. On top of this, you guys, Rudiger has shown that he is one of the best ball-playing defenders in Europe, in my opinion. He plays some of the best switch ball passes that I've seen from a defender this season. He's aggressive in a controlled and very fair way. And with Rudiger, as long as you don't mess with him, he ain't gonna mess with you. Now, he has tried a million long shots this season. Let's hope tomorrow, if he does attempt them, he gets luck that he finally deserves and scores a goal from one of them. For me, one of the standouts this season. But now, we move on to the wing backs, and down the right hand side, I'm signed with Reece James. As I've been stressing, we can't play within ourselves. We have to be confident in our game. We've shown that we can play against Man City, play our game, and play our game damn well. The reason why I have to see Reece tomorrow is that we can't limit any chance creation. James has been extremely unfortunate in the sense that he produces assists after assists after assists, which don't get converted. But on top of this, you guys, I'm liking the willingness I'm seeing from James to carry the ball, bomb down the flanks, get to the byline to put his crosses in. You know, he's developing his game even more, becoming even more effective. And for me, I'm looking forward to seeing a battle between Reece James and Foden. It's not the first time that James has come up on top against them when they've played against each other many a time in youth league setups. I feel like we're a much more accomplished and dangerous team with Reece in the team. And for me, I gotta see this guy playing tomorrow. And of course, down the left hand side, of course, it is gonna be Ben Chilwell. Now, without a doubt, he has become an automatic starter and favourite from Thomas Tuchel, and that's for very good reason. His engine is ridiculous, he plays in both halves super effectively, he provides that overlapping presence that you need in the team. His ability on the ball in the build-up phase is crucial, and as I keep stressing, not only does he have a great understanding with Rudiger when it comes to defending, but in the build-up phase when it comes to creating chances, him and Mason Mount have a very, very good understanding. How many times will you see Mason Mount hold a wide position, allowing Ben, who's technically accomplished, to carry the ball in field and play inside? That's the type of ability we have now, that's the quality that Ben gives us, and that allows us to create those overloads against opponents, which is going to be key in helping us get in behind Man City's defence. On top of this too, his balls over the top to find Timo Werner's runs, that's going to be key because we know Werner is going to be running them channels, and for me that is the back five that I want to see tomorrow. Now you guys, we step into midfield, and obviously for the first one, N'Golo Kante has to be in this team. Now for me, Kante is one of this generation's ultimate big game players. We saw it ourselves with our very own eyes against Real Madrid where he completely wiped the floor with their midfields. And as Pep Guardiola himself said, if you could have Kante in his team, he would. If you could have Kante alongside Gundogan and De Bruyne, he would. And for me, that tells you everything you need to know. Kante is clear from his competition, and what sets him apart is his ability to win those second balls. Kante is very clean. He only gives away fouls when he has to for the sake of the team. But one of the best things about Kante for me is how he uses his body. He kind of is like a homing missile where he keeps that same pace. He's constantly covering ground, picking up the best positions. And essentially, as games go on, as other players get more tired, you see Kante shining even more. When does he look tired? When does his intensity drop? How often have we seen in games as they go on, Kante's counter-attacking presence benefiting and helping the team? On top of this, you guys, his press resistance has been one of the low-key things this season. His dribbling has been unreal, he doesn't lose the ball, he kickstarts those attacks. And to partner N'Golo Kante, of course, I've gone for Jorginho. Now, Jorginho is Tuchel's mid. He complements this system extremely well, and personally, I love the understanding that both Jorginho and Kante have playing together. It's not the first time that we've seen a midfield like this, dominating against the big teams. We saw this against Real Madrid. We've seen this already against Man City. Now that there's essentially been a week's rest before the final, we are going to see an extremely sharp Jorginho, and I think for the second half of the season, he definitely gets some credit. In particular, I think his long-range passing has definitely improved. He's playing more ambitious balls and he's playing them with more accuracy. He is an extremely intelligent player and is going to be very important for us when it comes to relieving pressure and of course when it comes to the build-up phase. His passes to release Mason Mount and N'Golo Kante, they're going to be key in the transition, and of course the counter-pressing presence that Jorginho brings is going to be an important thing for the team. Now you guys, it's time to discuss the attacking players, and of course down the left hand side we have to have Mason Mount in his team. Now as I'm saying, Mason Mount has been this year's best young player in the Champions League. I'm not debating it. It's no question he has been. We've seen standouts against Atletico Madrid, Porto, and recently against Real Madrid. His versatility, his technique, his ability to play with such great pace as well, and of course his fearless mentality. It's infectious, and for me, he really symbolises what it means to be a Chelsea player. He's extremely intelligent. Mason Mount plays that hybrid role where at times he's part of the attacking three, and at other times he has to drop deeper to make a 3v3 in midfield, sometimes even a 4v3 in midfield as well. And when he does this, this helps players like Jorginho immensely because he has more options to release the ball to. And of course, when Mason is receiving in the left channel on the half turn, we know how amazing his half turn skill is. He adds the pace into the attack. And another amazing aspect of his game is his ability to use his body. I feel like he has really mastered how to use it. He knows how to accelerate at the right time to skip past an opponent to create space for himself. He knows how to shield the ball. And when he gets his body over the ball, no one's taking it off him. He's not losing it. Tomorrow though, I want to see some of his best set piece deliveries he's ever played, because that's another amazing part of his game that doesn't get enough credit too. I'm happy that he's finally getting the credit that he definitely and has always deserved. For me, the guy plays like a winner. He moves like a winner and he acts like a winner too. Tomorrow, you guys, Mason will play the game of his life. Now, playing down the right hand side, I've gone for Hakim Ziyech. Now, I'll let you guys know, originally I went for Kai Havertz, and that was based on our game against Real Madrid. Now, the benefit of Kai Havertz in that game against Real Madrid was his ability to play close to Timo Werner. What he would tend to do was drop deeper, taking out a Real Madrid defender, allowing Timo Werner to go 1v1 and of course accelerate away. But on top of that as well, Kai would drop deeper to create those 4v3s in midfield, allowing us to play through Real Madrid, allowing us to have that extra man in midfield in the build-up phase playing their half. And even though that was super effective, I have gone for Hakim Ziyech. Now, my reasons behind this are, number one, he scores against Man City. Let's not forget his classic goal he scored against them in our recent 2-1 win. Number two, statistically, he is still one of the team's best creative players. And number three, he is the only one that finds Timo Werner and sets him up. How often have we seen Werner playing assist to Ziyech and Ziyech returning that favour with the other side? I am more than happy and fine for Ziyech to play a high intensity 45 or 60 minutes. We've seen Werner offside a few times, and I really feel like with Ziyech's presence in the game, he will find Werner early, playing those balls over the top for us to hopefully exploit Man City tomorrow. At times too, expect Ziyech to move closer to play alongside Timo Werner to of course take away a City defender like Havertz did against Real Madrid, to of course free up that space in behind for Timo Werner. I believe in Hakim, he is a creative genius, and as a fan base we need to give him patience because he has suffered with many understandable reasons. And of course, you guys, to complete this predicted lineup 11, I've gone for Timo Werner up front. Now, of course, Werner has to start. His tactical importance for the team is incredible. It's so important. And that's due to his ability to use his pace intelligently. He creates havoc with his runs and behinds. He runs the channels very well. He presses from the front as well. And with his ability to stretch defenses, this will benefit your Mason Mounts and your Hakim Ziyech, where they'll have space between the lines to hopefully take shots from outside the box to make those late arrivals inside the box, and of course, stretch Man City. Now, regardless if Werner doesn't score, he is the only solution for me to use up front. Let's hope tomorrow that he can get us a penalty or even assist Hakim again. For me though, with Man City's high line, Werner is the perfect player to use against that. We've always been able to exploit Man City's high line. I don't think that's going to be any different tomorrow. Let's just hope that the offsides don't work against him, that he times his runs perfectly, that he's alert and switched on, and of course, let's hope that VAR doesn't continue to shake his life. But for me though, by having Hakim in the team, we could minimize the amount of offsides that Werner could get because Hakim finds them early. Tomorrow, we have to see some excellency from Timo Werner. I'm believing in him, I'm trusting him, and as a fan base, we get behind every single player tomorrow because that's what we do as fans, you guys. And there you have it. That was my predicted lineup 11 for the game tomorrow. Comment below, share your thoughts and opinions. Do you like the lineup? And if not, get involved with the comments, state your lineup and state your reasons why too. You guys, tomorrow it is time to make history again. I believe in this team. I will always believe in our team. And on that note, I'm EFC. This is Blue Lions TV. Come on, you guys. We got this tomorrow, yeah? We got this. Come on.